Hello everyone in YouTube land. My cat wants to say hi. Come here, you say hi. He wanted to say hi. This big cat. Bandit, you say hi. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to say hi anymore. I want to talk with you guys today about traveling when you're on a plant-based diet and some of your fast food options and some of your other options that you have. I wrote a little list here, so if I'm looking at this, you know what I'm doing. Sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult. It's obviously not as easy to just go anywhere and order anything that you want when you're on a plant-based diet. So there's so many little things that are made with eggs or dairy, even random things that you wouldn't think are made with that crap. And I don't mean to say crap, but you kind of look and think ahead. So if you're going to an actual destination, you're traveling out of town somewhere, do yourself a favor and ahead of time, try and look up the area and try and look up places that you might be able to find some restaurants. And it's a little bit easier to find a vegetarian restaurant than, say, a vegan restaurant. And if you can find a vegetarian restaurant, that's pretty good because they'll be very familiar with making it into a vegan meal. If not, I'm finding that more places are becoming aware of what that actually means when you walk in, say, can you make it vegan or with no animal products. But there are some areas too where you say vegan or no animal products and they look at you totally freaking confused and they're like, huh? What? I don't understand. Well, you should understand. You work in a freaking restaurant or a food store, okay? So let's, get with the times, people. Next thing is if you're actually traveling like a road trip, like driving, if you're able to take a cooler, then that's really ideal. Then you can take basically anything you want, any kind of fruits and vegetables you want. And you can always take cutlery, forks and knives and spoons and stuff. If you can't take a cooler, there's still a lot of like fruits and vegetables that'll stay. Another option too is depending on where you're going, especially if you're going into kind of extreme temperatures or you really need something to stay, you could take yourself, say, like some vegan protein powder or a vegan whole food powder, and then really all you would need is like some water to mix up with it if you needed to, or if you use protein powder or whole food supplements as well too in your diet, then that's kind of an easy one for you. There are two places that I know right off the bat that are pretty easy, and one of them is called Z Pizza, and I mentioned that one because they actually have gluten-free crust and they also have vegan options for their pizza. Another one is Chipotle, and they just, I think I said Chipotle, right? I don't know. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever, Chipotle, they just came out with their sofrita, and so that's basically their tofu, mix or burrito kind of thing. And you can get that in a bowl, you can get it in a burrito and whatever else. Other options especially when you're out and you're trying to find something, I'd say probably Mexican food is the easiest one. So any Mexican food place is gonna work for you because you can always get rice and beans and lettuce, salsa, a tortilla, anything like that, and that's going to fill you up. So Mexican food or Mexican place is always going to be an easy one that they can modify. Even if you have to go to Taco Bell or something, they'll be able to work with you. You mainly are just going to take out the cheese and any kind of sauces that they do because a lot of the sauces are going to be dairy based. Another easy one is sushi because they can make you a vegetable roll. That's basically going to be, seaweed, vegetables, rice, and a lot of places that I've found a roll that I like and just replaced out the fish with some tofu, and they'll smash up tofu and they'll make it spicy and everything else. The one thing you need to be careful of is sometimes some of their creamy sauces are made possibly with dairy or egg. So just make sure that you let them know that you want it with no animal products or no kind of like a spicy mayonnaise sauce or something like that, just to double check with them. Or some of their sauces or soups, make sure that they're not fish based. You can also check with, say, like a Thai restaurant or an Indian restaurant, and some of those kind of things, those might be able to work too. Another option that you have too is, these are just two that I know of, but I'm sure that there's more, apps for your phone that'll tell you about vegan and vegetarian restaurants. I know one is called Vegan Express and another one is called Happy Cow. You can type in where you're going or where you're at, and they should give you some options. Hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. Like I said, the biggest thing is being prepared. So if you can take some of your own fruits and vegetables, or even if you're staying in a hotel and maybe they have a kitchenette or something like that, you can always take, you know, some beans or some rice, or cook some pasta or whatever. So there are options. Of course, there's usually markets and stores in areas, you know, that you'll probably be traveling anyways. But of course, you know, in different circumstances and you're driving and it's 2 a.m., well, there's probably nothing around that's open other than, say, Taco Bell. Sometimes you need to go a little bit different than what you normally eat, and that's okay. So plan ahead. Take your fruit, take things that'll stay, take a cooler if you can, and enjoy when you're traveling, okay? You're seeing sights and you're seeing the country and you're traveling with friends or family, and enjoy that part of it, so don't stress about the food too much, okay? Alright, see you guys, thanks for watching, and I will talk with you later. Any questions or any comments or any other tips that you have, put them in the box down below. Okay, bye.